Sadly, it's catching like the flu. The winter headache is here. So what are we going to do to help prevent it from attacking you? Hi, I'm Dr. Beth, osteopath here at Melbourne Headache Solutions. So in the clinic last week, I had many patients come in and they'd been doing so well with their treatments, and then all of a sudden, bam, they'd had a really intense spike in pain with their headaches and migraines just out of the blue. So what had happened? Well, the weather had taken a sudden plunge in temperature and it had gotten so cold. And basically what we do in the cold is we shrug up and we protect ourselves. And whether they'd known it or not, their neck had actually seized up. So although their headache and migraine joints have been getting better, the lower joints in their neck had really stiffened up, and some of them had actually pulled a muscle in their neck. And when this happens, it's enough to give a non-headache and migraine sufferer a headache or a migraine. And so basically what had happened is, for these people, they'd given themselves a headache on a headache, which had given them a really bad headache, a really intense spike in pain. So when we actually released the lower joints in the neck, it got rid of this intense spike in pain, and all of a sudden they were feeling much better. Now, it was actually funny, coincidentally, because my partner, who doesn't suffer from headaches and migraines, he went to the gym and he goes quite early in the morning, and he told me yesterday, he's like, the other morning, I think I did something funny at the gym. My neck has been really stiff since. Can you just have a bit of a look at it? So even for himself, a non-headache sufferer, he's done exactly the same thing. He's stiffened up his neck because it's been so cold. We've been shrugging up in bed, we've been cuddling down, we've been hunkering down and doing innocuous things like picking up the kids or hanging up the washing, going to the gym during this really cold weather. Even these simple tasks are enough to set off dysfunctions in our necks, strain them, pull a muscle, do something like that, which can set off a really bad headache or migraine. So what are we going to do to help prevent this headache on a headache and decrease these really intense spikes in pain during this winter time? Because I can guarantee you it's not getting any warmer for the next couple of months. Well, you want to make sure that your neck stays nice and mobile during this time, okay? So doing nice, big, slow neck circles. So start by dropping your chin to your chest and rolling around. Coming back as far as you feel comfortable and then dropping down again. So nice and slow, nice and big, as far as you feel comfortable. It's all about comfort. And you might find that, actually, yes, I do feel stuck. So you do 10 in one direction and you do 10 in the other direction. It's about the repetition of the movements, okay? You've got to do this repetitively. Now you can't overdo this exercise. So you might do this multiple times a day, which would be great. But if you're not feeling stiff, then just doing it one set a day is fine. So maybe even in the shower when you're feeling nice and warm. So this is really good as a preventative. But what happens if you suspect that actually you have done this, you have strained your neck, and you think that you've got a headache on a headache? Do this exercise multiple times a day. So do a set, and a couple of hours later, do another set. A couple of hours later, do another set, and just keep going and do this again and again and again until you feel like your neck has changed. You will feel a different quality, a different sensation in your neck, and it will feel quite nice. But as I said, this exercise is about comfort. So if you're feeling like there are some ranges of motion that are pinching or not quite comfortable and you're not satisfied with that motion, just make it a little shallower. Make it a smaller motion until eventually you can get all the way around, make a nice big circle, okay? The other thing is that you might have actually pulled a muscle in your neck and you might feel like you need a little bit of a massage, and that's okay. But we only want to go about halfway up the neck, okay? So only coming up to about here, where your hairline is. Don't go up any higher, because you are more likely to set off a headache or a migraine if you go all the way up. So only go up to about your hairline. And remember, your neck is quite sensitive, so approach it more with loving kindness rather than full force, because that means that you are more likely to do good rather than harm and get yourself out of your headache state rather than put yourself in one, okay? So those are my 2 tips to help prevent your headaches and migraines during this winter season, okay? So stay mobile, stay healthy, stay active, and try to prevent your winter headache this season. Thanks guys. If you found it helpful, hope you have, then please like, share, comment, and hope others find it helpful as well. So please try to prevent your winter headache this season. Thanks guys, I'll catch you next time.